This is also very important. This is actually a separate lesson topic and it needs to be addressed as well. That is explained in the 32nd word. It is a separate subject in itself. Any possibility that does not arise from evidence has no significance, is not taken into consideration, and is mere sophistry. In Islamic literature, this is called tahakumi. It is not taken into account, is considered meaningless talk, and is disregarded. In other words, it is sophistry. Let's ask one more question to our friend who holds this agnostic view. If someone were to slander this friend of ours who lives honestly, if someone were to say, this man you think is honest is actually a liar, a fraud, a hypocrite, a thief, a schemer, and such slander was directed at you, how would this person feel about their loved ones and others beginning to doubt them and approach them with suspicion as a result of these accusations? Or if they were to say to him, we used to think you were an honest person, but now we have our doubts. If everyone started to approach him with suspicion, what would he think about this situation, I wonder? Wouldn't he also expect that his loved ones, those close to him, the people around him, before letting themselves fall into doubt about him, would ask the other side for evidence and not let their thoughts about him be tainted, not let their hearts be filled with suspicion? No, we know him as an honest person. What evidence do you have on this matter? Shouldn't they have asked for evidence from the other side by saying this? These points are emphasized very seriously in the Quran. This would have been his own expectation as well. Now, do you think remaining neutral about oneself in this situation is truly being impartial? Let him reflect on this with fairness. Is remaining neutral about him, or having doubts about him, truly impartiality, or is it actually siding with the other party?
Yes, it is siding with the other party.
It is siding with the other party. There the claimant is told, if you have evidence on this matter, present it, but if you don't, remain silent. It is said this person is an honest person. First of all, the existence of God will be accepted with the testimony of the entire universe, and after it is accepted that this universe has a design and a program, that it is the art of God, then if all the evidence for God's existence in the universe and the evidence in the Quran are individually refuted, and evidence is presented that this universe is not from God, only then can this idea be taken into consideration. Otherwise, it is sophistry, meaningless talk, and domination. And to respond to this by saying we cannot know and falling into doubt is not neutrality, but irreligion. It is taking the other side. It is partisanship. It is manipulation.
So there is a very dangerous game being played here. Because unfortunately, by saying we cannot know, they are making people join the other side.
Actually, there are many different points here, but there is no need to go too deep into the details of that topic. Let's outline the main points of the issue, because our viewers can read the details of the matter themselves directly from the Risal-i Nur collection.